Hello everyone, welcome to PLC Automation. In this beginner series, we are going to learn Siemens TIA Portal completely from the beginning. On my screen, you will see two versions of TIA Portal. I have the version 20 and I have version 14. For our training sessions, we are going to work with TIA Portal version 14. So, if you have installed your TIA Portal on your computer, you will see this icon here on your screen. So we double click on this icon, and the TIA Portal is going to be started. So here you will also see Siemens Total Integrated Automation Portal version 14. So in the starting screen, we have a menu here, which is Start, Device and Networks. Device and networks. This section is used to configure PLC hardware, HMIs, drives, or communication network, right? And we have also PLC programming. Here we create PLC programs using ladder logic, function block diagram, or SCL programming. And we have also motion and technology. This area is used for motion control application such as servo motors, positioning axes, or conveyors, and etc. Okay. We have also drive parameterization. This section is used to configure drives like frequency converters and automation drives, like Siemens Dynamic drives, or a third-party drives like Danfoss drives, and etc. Okay. We have also visualization. This is used for HMI screens and operator panels. We have also online and diagnostics. Here we can connect online to a PLC, monitor signals, diagnose faults, and troubleshoot machines. And here we have open existing project, create new project, and migrate project. So if you have already opened or used a project, you will see this project. While you're clicking on this option, you will see this project here. And while you are going to work on a new project, you just create a new project and you go further. And we have also migrate project. So you might have information about Semantic Manager. Before TIA Portal and Siemens, it was using Semantic Manager. This is the old version software of Siemens programming software. So if you have a software or a program used a Semantic Manager, using this option, you can convert or you can migrate this software to your TIA Portal. So in today's video, we are going to work with this option. So create a new project. So we click on it. We are going to create a new project. We give it a name. So I will choose my first TIA Portal project. Okay. And you can also choose a map. Where do you want to save your project? I have already created a folder which is called beginners folders. This is on my desktop. So I will choose and I will click it and it will be here. And now I create my project, and my project is already inside the folder I have chosen. So my project is going to be made. Okay, now. So the project is already created. So now we have to add a CPU, because without a CPU, we cannot start programming. So we are going to add a CPU. So we configure a CPU, like I said here. We configure a CPU. and then we add a new device. We click on controller. We have a different version of CPUs. We have Siemens S7 1200, we have S7 1500, we have S7 300, and we have S7 400, and etc. We have also 200 CPUs. We will talk about it in the upcoming videos. But in today's video, just we are going to select Siemens S7 1200. We open it, and we are going to choose CPU 1217C, DC, DC, and DC. And in the upcoming videos, I'm going to explain also what it for stands, DC, 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 all right? So we are going to choose this one, and we are going to give it a name, my first CPU, and we click on add. So we have created a project, we have added a CPU, and now we are in the project 3 screen, right? So you see project 3 here. Before going deep into this menu, I'm going to explain this option, this menu, because it's also very important. So we have a project used for creating a project, saving a project, archiving a project, and also for project settings, right? Everything. And we have edit, used for copy, paste, undo, or editing functions, right? And we have the view here, change how windows and tools are displayed, right? You see? And we have also insert. Insert is used to add PLC blocks, tags, HMIs, networks, and devices. Insert, it speaks for itself, right? We have also online. In this menu, this is very important. So it is used to connect to a PLC, download programs, upload programs, and monitor the machine online. While you're clicking, you will have options here, right? Upload device at a new station. We will come back to those options in the upcoming videos. So, and we have also option here. The option contains software setting and preferences, right? And we have tools. This is an additional engineering tools and utilities, okay? And we have Windows. This menu is used to organize, multiply, open windows inside your TIA portal. And we have also help. The help option or menu contains Siemens documentation and support information. So we will come back to this menu because this is very important. Okay. Now we have the project tree here. Okay. The project tree, it's a very important place here. This area is called okay. Let's project tree into a portal. But while you are creating a project, adding a CPU, and you will find it back in this menu here, right? And in this place, we can access PLC hardware. So PLC hardware, right? And we can also add a block. We can add a new device, and we can program blocks. And as a device, we can also add an HMI, for example. We can add technology objects. We can create alarms, anything you want to do. So, and also we can make some communication settings. So everything would be done here in your project. So this is the important place of your project, the project tree, right? So now we have created a project and we have added CPU, we have talked about the menus app, and now we are going to add an HMI, right? We are going to add an HMI. We will choose for HMI display 9, KTP900 basics, and we are going to tap OK. Sometimes you don't need an HMI. Why I am doing this HMI? Because while we are going to program our first program, in the same time, we are also going to make some connection, use some tags on our HMI. Okay. So it will take some time. Okay. Come on. Okay. Now, we can also use this option to connect our HMI to our PLC, you see, but we will not use this option. We just click on finish. Okay. We just add an HMI to our project and it's not connected to anything. It's just it's not connected to nothing, right? So, and now to make a connection between your PLC and HMI, you click on your device and network, you click on connection, you choose, you have here multiply connections, but we are going to choose HMI connection. You drag on your PLC, you drop on your HMI. And this way you make a connection between your PLC and HMI, right? Okay, so we are going to click now on device configuration. Before programming, you have to know how many inputs and outputs, how many analog outputs and how many analog inputs do you already have on your PLC, right? You click on your PLC, you go to property, you click on the property, come on. All right, so you select your PLC, the CPU, and you will go to IO tags. Okay, so here you will see you have already on this CPU we have two analog inputs, we have two analog outputs, we have like 16 inputs, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 I was guessing. Okay, no problem. And we have 14 inputs, and we have like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 outputs. So you can give it a name right here as well, and you can name it and after your programming also. Okay, so we will not give it a name at this moment. We will just close our property menu, and we know now we have like two analog inputs, two analog outputs, we have 14 inputs, we have 14 digital inputs, and we have 10 digital outputs, right? In our project tree, we have technology objects. At this moment, we do not have a technology object in our project, but if we want to use one, we can add here, okay? And we have also external sources file. At this moment, we do not walk through this option, but in the upcoming videos, we're going to talk. And the tags. So we have the default tags. At this moment, we don't have a tag, right? These things are not our tags. We will come back to these things, but at this moment, at this time, don't worry about them, okay? So we do not have a tag right now, but when I'm going to give it a name, my analog input 1, you will see your attack will be directly here. My analog input 1. And the same, I will going this 2, right? So, and now I'm going to give it a name to analog output also. My analog output 1. And 2. You will see 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. You have created your analog input 1 and 2, output 1 and 2. You will go to OB1. For example, if you want to use your input analog 1, for example, right? So you are going to say analog inputs, there are values, number values from 1 to, if it's integer, yes, to 32,678, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, but they are above 32,000. We are going to say, for example, equals and your analog input one. You will see. So it can be from 0 to 32,000. If you say, okay, if it's equals to 20, do something. Done. Now your analog input 1 is used inside your PLC. So do not forget, in the next videos we are going to use our inputs and outputs in our program, and we are going to start write our very first program, and we are going to use also the same text on our HMI. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, and if you are still not subscribed to this channel, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. And also, this video is for the absolute beginners. So for the people, they are starting learning TIA Portal or PLC automation. Okay, so have a great day. Bye bye.